welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Welcome, your defending AFC champion, Kansas City Chiefs!
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So out come the Houston Texans, and Greg, it is one of the good quarterbacks in the league. Offensive Rookie of the Year, number 2 pick in that 2023 draft. Year 3 for C.J. Stroud out of Ohio State.
Every team stresses it all week in practice, Mike, as they're building their scripts and they're delivering their team message. You want to start fast in the NFL. Playing from behind is a nightmare. You can't come out flat and allow the opposing team to strike first. They understand the importance. This opening drive, they feel really good about the plays they have tabled. They really feel good about the week of practice they had. Now all that has to come together, start fast, and then see if you can sustain it for 4 quarters. So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack, but there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the 3-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
I think when you break down this game, Mike, I think it's really quite simple. I think it really comes down to the age-old, hey, be balanced on offense. Can their passing attack and rushing attack complement each other? Because what that does is it makes the defense defend the entire field. And then the #1 goal of every team, every week in the NFL, no self-inflicted negatives. That's tackles for loss, sacks, and then, of course, the most important one, don't turn the ball over. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That pass play good for 22. And the Chiefs have a first down
at the 48-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That is taken in left side by Thornton.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. That is caught down the field. It's Worthy. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To the air once more. It's Mahomes. That is hauled in at the 5. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
First down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Here's a run. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, KC.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead.
Chiefs 7, Texans nothing.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Braxton Berrios now to bring it back. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Texans offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll step up and run this.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
At the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 6. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up. To throw, it's Stroud. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of
23 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Texans first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
Now the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it. We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. That's the rookie 3rd-round pick, Jalen Noel.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Marks. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
For the field goal, a 28-yard attempt.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans are on the board. It's 7-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Nico Remigio to bring it back. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Play action here. Mahomes. Throw left side is taken in by the tight end, Kelsey.
Travis Kelsey. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
from the 29. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
I think the second that ball left his hand, he wanted to pull it immediately back. I mean, he is lucky, Mike. That ball didn't end up going the other way. He almost gifted them a short field and maybe even some points.
On 4th down, it's Matt Ariza to punt for KC. Jalen Knoll deep for Houston. Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. He'll find the rookie out of Iowa State, Jaden Higgins. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
3rd and 6. Stroud going to set up to throw. He'll air one out for Higgins. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It is a big-time play for Houston. That gains an even 60 yards.
It's a gain of 60 yards. 1st down, Texans.
And they decide to bring pressure here on 3rd down, but he does a really nice job, remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
Here's a handoff to Chubb. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. To throw is Stroud. Now, screen set up for Marks. And he's in! Woody Marks. Touchdown, Texans. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans are on top. It's now 10-7.
Chiefs 7.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here's Smith to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Chiefs offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's a run with Hunt. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. Gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 34
Mahomes to Rice for a big play. It's a gain of 34.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end. I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Now 2nd and 6 at the Texans' 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Texans who have the early lead. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd down and 6 to begin. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. A throw on the move is caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's good.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Big Sheldon Rankins getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket, nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. Picked off by the all-pro corner, Derek Stingley. And the Texans will take over here just shy of the 30.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Texans offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
First down. First and 10.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First time they've looked his way tonight.
That's another
good time to do it. It's a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
That is caught. What a throw. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown.
So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Texans will get out in front 17-7.
Chiefs 7.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Remigio now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Mahomes back. Open man is Horton. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out. So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
To the left side in the hands of Rice. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Now Mahomes. That's caught by Hunt. And And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's complete to Rice. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 13-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Patrick to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
That one, taken in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Butker now to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Chiefs are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14.
17. Chiefs 14. Harrison Butker.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. There's Nico Collins and his Texans teammates getting set for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Throwing on second down, Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
It's second down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
Higgins sent in motion. On second down, Stroud. He'll get this complete over the middle with Kirk. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
They get 14 on that hookup. First down for Houston.
A gain of 14. And the Texans first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Williams on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's out wide for Chubb. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got third down coming up.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And that is incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Here's Tommy Townsend now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Now, a carry for Hunt. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9 at the 18-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. To the left side, caught by Kelsey. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up third and 1.
It's going to be third. They need 1. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he is stopped at the 35-yard line. Throwing is Mahomes. That is taken in left side by Thornton. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes going to throw here on third down. He'll locate Thornton over the middle. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Right back to the air for Mahomes.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Now he'll run. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock. 24 seconds to go until halftime.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. They put Kelsey in motion. 3rd and short. Here's Patrick. Got a man. It's Kelsey. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds down around the 40. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I love this decision here, Mike. 3rd and inches. Everyone in the building's just thinking you're going to just plow it up the middle and get a fresh set of downs. This is probably the best opportunity to strike downfield in the passing game, and that's exactly what they did.
Right back to Kelsey again. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That one, taken in, middle of the end zone. Travis Kelce, touchdown Chiefs.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Now Butker to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs move out in front by 4. It's 21-17.
Texans 17. Harrison Butker.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. To the right side, and Kurt's got it. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Stroud. He'll go right back to Kirk again. It's complete. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is Stroud. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Hunt. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Give him 14 on that play, one first down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
First down. 1st and 10.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's got it inside the 5. And the Chiefs are looking at a 1st and goal. He takes it all the way down to the 2.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down.
Hunt. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Throwing is Mahomes. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, KC.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
And Butker on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Texans 17.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense trotting back out for their 1st involvement of this 2nd half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. Throw out wide, they set up the screen for Collins. And he's going to be taken down, but there is a flag on the field. You wonder if that was a push-off.
Still 2nd down.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. To the left side, and caught by Schultz. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, Poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
A fair catch signal, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Now, after the play, it looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Patrick to throw. There's that man again. Another catch.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 5. To throw is Mahomes. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback. And don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant. And this defense knows they gave him one, and they let him off the hook.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And now it's 4th down.
Well, in a game that seems like it's gone all in their favor, that's kind of one of the rare cases where this offense didn't appear to be on the same page, because for as good as they have been all day long, this possession at least, they're going to stall out.
Looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Schultz, the motion man. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. On play action. Stroud. Throw left side, taken in by Kirk. 11 yards on the connection there. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
17 more yards.
Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down.
Gain of 17 yards.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Once again, it's Chung. He will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And When you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And he is out of bounds down at the 21. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5. Throwing is Stroud. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. That's the All-Pro 3 years running, Chris Jones. In for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position, but with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6, but after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stroud. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This one from just under 50 yards. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans are able to get it back within a score.
So let's give the kicker some credit. Not only was it a really good save by the holder, but his ability to make that kick when the timing wasn't right is a lot easier said than done. So they got to get to the sideline. Long snapper's got to do his side of the bargain here, and they've got to be better the next time out.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's second down and 9. To throw is Mahomes. Open man right side is Kelsey. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelsey one more time for a Chiefs first down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
From the 43, here's second and 9. The RPO, that one is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
They'll come up here, first and 10. That is caught out wide on the RPO. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Gain of 17 yards.
Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns in.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Chiefs. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Here's Butker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Texans 20. Harrison Butker.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here's Berrios on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Texans offense headed back to take over once more. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. Over the middle, he's got the tight end Schultz. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
A gain of 15
Terrific
yards.
starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
They get 10 yards on the hook up there. First down for Houston.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
And a nice job there, sidestepping defenders on his way. It's a gain of 9.
The best time to call a draw is when the defense is playing a pass situation, so a down and distance that screams pass. You want those defensive linemen ripping up the field thinking, I'm going to go sack the quarterback. In this case, they time it perfectly, hands the ball off to the back, big pickup.
On second down, Stroud. This one is caught by Kirk. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 10 yards.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
On first down, it's Marks. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
At the 26. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
On the bootleg, it's Stroud. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He's got his man right side. It's complete. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's good for a Texans first down.
And the Texans first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Houston.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
A gain of 11, and it's first and goal.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's first and goal.
He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz. And it'll lead to a second and goal.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Throwing on second down, Stroud. Now sets up a screen for Chubb. And he will score! Game on! Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Texans. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
And now it's a 9-point game, so they'll go for just 1 here. The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
12 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. Into space at the 45. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 23
They'll pick up
yards.
23 on that one. First down, KC.
First down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here. That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down, and it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look. It led to a nice gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 4. He'll get this out wide. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Third and short. Here's Patrick. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Inside the 10. It is caught. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Anybody who thought this coach was going to get conservative with this late lead is sadly mistaken, Mike. They're out here still throwing haymakers with this passing game. They're not content with just having the lead. They're looking to increase it.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Kansas City. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs tack on one more to their lead.
42, Texans 27. Harrison Butker.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here's Berrios on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Texans offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Stroud gonna set up to throw. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight. And it gives the team a 1st down.
And despite things looking pretty bleak at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the 4th quarter.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. And this one caught along the sideline. They say already out of bounds. Wow. The throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield. So it'll be no catch and 2nd down.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
Looking free downfield, it's Kirk. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a 1st down.
Texans.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield. Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
Complete to Jaden Higgins. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chiefs' 26-yard line.
Here is 2nd and 7. To throw is Stroud. To the right side, and Kirk's got it. And he's out of bounds with the first down, so they get a new set of downs, and just as importantly, stop the clock. They'll drop to throw. He'll find his big target, the tight end Stover. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
At the 12-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. And time runs out there. He just airmails it towards the bench. Incomplete. Sense a little frustration there. It brings up 3rd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
That's to the tight end, Stover. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Rolling to the left. He's going to have a Texans first down. Oh, they took a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3. And a new set of downs.
There's nothing worse than having to settle for a field goal when you're in the red zone. So they roll the dice here, they leave the offense on the field, and boy, does it pay off. Great job by the quarterback extending this drive with his legs, and he sets up 1st and goal.
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game.
Texans 34.
A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Chiefs offense and Rashee Rice set to take over once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground, trying to avoid tacklers, and the ball is out. And that was very nearly a disaster at this this juncture of the game, but fortunately a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
Texans 28-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. To the outside, catch made by Worthy. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Third down, 3 to go. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrowhead.